guy. Both of you need to leave this village. We can't keep letting them perform that ritual.
How do you know any of this? You've been in jail the whole time. Oh god, I will definitely take Steven Universe over fucking Hetalia. Oh god, the Hetalia fandom. Oh my god, the Hetalia fandom. Alright, so we have to go to the Kiryu.
Oh my god, really? Carl's voice actor was in one of the latest episodes of Steven Universe.
Oh, so Dave Willis?
Hey, Steve, man, how we doing there, buddy?
Yeah, he was also Meatwad.
I see you standing on my lawn there. You want to maybe get off it before I put a bullet in your head?
Hey, can you yeah. Hold on. Maybe I get these gems the fuck out of here.
Can you like turn back into a gem? Maybe like a diamond or emerald.
All right, now stand still.
Maybe
I'm
I
giving
can
you
take
to.
you-
I'm gonna give you. I have a date tonight. I'm gonna get me real lucky.
Because women, they love diamonds. You know?
Usually they like real ones.
I mean, she don't have to know that you're like a fake diamond person. It could just be for like a night. Or a week.
Million sandwiches. Says, what's your favorite horrible Hetalia antidote? I like the time they did a Nazi salute in a photo shoot in Passover across from a gathering of Jewish war vets. I was fucking there for that. So, Anime Boston is a convention that takes place in a mall. And
in Boston?
in that mall was a synagogue, and across from the synagogue is where they held the Italia photo shoot, and they had all the countries, all the Germanys come up to take a picture.
I'm thinking that somebody planned that. Somebody had to have looked at that and said, you know what, this will be funny.
They certainly thought it was funny, but
somebody had to have orchestrated that.
I can definitely tell you, no, they did not. They did not plan. They didn't plan for it to be across from the synagogue, because they didn't realize
that can't be a coincidence, can it?
They didn't know. It's because if you look at it from the front, it doesn't look like a synagogue.
Well, what does a synagogue look like?
It just looks like...
It's got a big Star of David on it?
No, honestly, it looks like a bookstore.
Oh.
And they just did this. I also know they didn't plan it because one of my good friend Olivia was in that photo shoot as, like, one Germany who did not know what they were planning and got absolutely fucking horrified when they did it. If you look, like, there's a famous picture of the event, and if you look at her, she's the Germany, like, crouching and ducking her head in, like, seconds away from tears, like.
Oh my god, why did you do this?
Yeah, what is literally fucking wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
There's also the story of Katsucon,
Is that the one where they burned the hotel? Or, like, trashed all the fucking rooms?
They do that okay, so they do that every year, but we're actually not the worst that did it. So one year, completely unrelated story, but one year that we were there, they had a, okay, so we want to go to the well.
Well.
One year that we were there, like, because it's the same place that they hold MagFest in, so these hotels are used to holding multiple big events at the same time. And one year that we were there, they held some, I want to say something like the BYO or something. It's
the B movie?
It's the B movie convention. They'd fucking have one of those, wouldn't they? It was like the World Youth Jewish Leaders Organization. It was a bunch of 15-year-olds from, like, really privileged schools.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. So it's like an
Coming-
extracurricular club that was like about Jewish studies or something.
Yeah. The problem is, they're still no matter how world youth Jewish leaders of tomorrow they are, there's still
Yeah, you're still 15.
There's still a bunch of 15-year-olds literally going, ooh, okay, we got company. Literally at an event where you have a bunch of women in skimpy costumes and everyone else in the whole floor is getting drunk. So these kids, because there is actually a liquor store within distance of the convention. These kids, whatever their hookups were, they got really drunk. And they did, oh my god, they did so much fucking damage to the hotel.
Like a bunch of howler monkeys.
Like, I'm friends with people who actually work security relations, so I can actually, like, I was actually able to get some of the statistics of this.
Like the damage?
Yeah. So the way they do this kind of stuff is they, if your event is gonna book this hotel, they'll take, like, a few, like, rooms of the block. So Katsucon, for example, gets 3 floors devoted to it. And this World Youth Jewish organization got only 1 floor. The Katsucon damage was $1,000 for the 3 floors. And that's including, like, that's basically for damage billed 2 blocks for that weekend. So that's including stuff like, if someone absolutely wrecked a room, or broke shit downstairs, or anything else. Katsucon people got billed for it. It's been $1,000 or a little lower for the 3 years that this convention has been at the event. The World Youth Jewish Organization did $12,000 worth of damage in 3 days.
In Jesus Christ. By, like, doing what?
Okay, so in one event, they just, like, trashed their rooms. They, like, blew up TVs and just fucking, like, wreck shit. One girl had to call the fucking cops on them because a bunch of these kids tried to, like, grope her and, like, tear her clothes off. So...
Tried to rape her.
Not rape her, just, like, grab her clothes off and whatnot.
Well, I mean, I could tell you what was going to happen after that, but...
Thankfully it didn't. But cops were called. So that was like, you know, a couple $100 in, you know, cop fees and whatnot. And
cop fees, yeah.
Just like...
Did they, like, smash their toilets?
Broke toilets, and a bunch of these kids were in, like, suites as well. So they did not just, like, trash a room. They trashed, like, suites.
A special room, yeah.
Fucked up couches, fucked up, They just did so much fucking damage to this place. In addition,
I don't get why people do that.
In addition to just, like, getting drunk and vomiting and breaking stuff downstairs as well. And these kids are fucking these are 15-year-old, like, leaders of tomorrow. Like, I can't emphasize that enough.
Well, they were probably from, like, a private school.
Yeah. I can tell you this. I had run-ins, not with these kids as much. I fucked with their security because they hired their own rent-a-cops to,
Oh, these gotta be, like, rich kids from some private school or something.
Yeah, guess what? Their rent-a-cops blocked fire exits. They basically sectioned off entire parts of the hotel. there's a gazebo in one of the floors there, and many people come to this convention purely to get pictures taken there. It's like a really good... It's like the kind of gazebo you'd find in, like, you know, professional wedding photos and stuff like that. So a lot of people will bring really fancy costumes there just to get really good pictures taken there. These kids claimed that they wanted exclusive access to the gazebo for the entire convention and hired their own security people to basically make sure we couldn't get
nobody else could use the gazebo but them.
Yeah, and I called them the fuck out and I said, hey, you can't block access as like public property, as public part of the hotel. Oh yeah, well we work at the hotel. I'm like, you're currently blocking a fire exit. Yeah, I know, we work for the hotel. I said, okay, cool. I'm gonna go get the hotel and let them know that. So I just went to the front desk. I'm like, hey, people who claim to be working for you just blocked the fire exit to the hotel. They're like, all right, where is that happening? Sure enough, like, we went back a half hour later, they were all gone.
Yeah. Like, that's amazing.
But yeah, that was...
so this group was just there to make sure to just ruin everyone's good time.
Fucking 15-year-olds. Like... But going back, the year before that, one of the events that they co-signed the property with was World War II Veterans Dinner. And the big shit about that was the guest of honor was Dubya.
Oh boy.
George W. Bush was going to be the guest of honor at this event. So you had a bunch of like Marines and Navy people who all literally fought the Nazis, and you had a bunch of this time 15-year-olds that unfortunately were ours running around in Nazi armbands because they were either cosplaying from Helsing or they were idiots. And,
I mean, once you leave the convention grounds, you should really just take your costume off.
Well, that's
Don't they have like changing rooms at conventions?
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. This technically was in the convention ground. The Katsucon is the entire hotel, and it's just they basically just a different part of that floor was this dinner event. So I will have the visage burned in my mind forever of a man, had to have been in his like late 80s, early 90s, decorated, had to have been a war hero, screaming at these 15-year-olds in cat ears and Nazi armbands. What the fuck is wrong with you, son? Oh, nothing, we're just going to the rave. The fuck do you have to rave about? Like, if I had to put money on that fight, he would have won hands the fuck down. Oh, God. And I forget how stupid some of these fucking kids are. Actually, though, that entire... Because I forget, you've never been to a MagFest either, right?
No, just the one PAX Boston. PAX East.
Pasky. Hey,
come on, come see your old Uncle Pasky.
Hey, Pasky, we're gonna be shooting some pool later if you want to be joining us for that.
Pasky and Snooch. Weekdays on ABC.
W, if I had to guess what anime W would like, I could see him going for a Bleach or One Piece.
Probably like Astro Boy.
Or something with war. Girls on Panzer. You go for the one where the girls are tanks and...
I talked to Mike Dawson and he apparently really likes Astro Boy.
Good. Astro Boy is fucking phenomenal.
Like, he was mad when he saw, like, the movie, like, the trailer for the American movie that we had, because he
God, I forgot all
because he
about
looked all
that.
puffy and shit.
I forgot the entire existence of that movie.
He was like, they fucked up Astro Boy.
Oh, yeah, they definitely did. I mean, all of Tezuka stuff is really good. I mean, one game I've been wanting to LP for fucking ever is that GBA game, because that is like everything you need to know about Astro Boy is in that GBA game. Not to mention,
I do like that they kept the S cannons as
yep.
As canon. Gas cannons are canon.
Oh man, one of my friends actually has like...
He has cannons in his ass.
He also had a refueling station in his ass too.
Yeah, if he needs to be refueled, you just have to like pump gas up his ass.
Yeah, one of my friends has like VHSs of like the 1960s, like original Astro Boy.
Like the black and white, yeah.
And yep, that happens right in the middle of it, and I didn't actually watch him before showing them, but I'm like, he told us about it. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, bring him to Anime Club this week. I will show all these kids, you know, some original Astro Boy. We got to that part, and it was like, oh,
We can't watch a porn in the library, Mort.
Yeah, funny story, eh?
Did you bring a porn to the library?
I don't want to say it was porn because that would imply that anyone would enjoy it.
The term is hentai, Clyde.
I don't want to imply that anyone besides me enjoyed it, but I have done stuff to fuck with my anime club because they deserved it.
So what did you do?
Are you familiar with AMV Hell series?
Yeah, isn't it? It's like knockoff YouTube poops.
Yep. AMV Hell has one dedicated to hentai and other, like...
Oh, I remember this story. You brought in, like, an AMV Hell that used, like, clips from pornos.
Yeah, it's AMV Hell 0, and it's not only, like, AMV Hell, but with clips from hentai. It's AMV Hell, but with clips from, like, dog fucking scat, like not super not good.
The bad, like the super, like the chaotic evil hentai.
Yep. And to prep them, I gave all the kids in my anime club. I'm like, here everybody, I got you all snacks of Twinkies and chocolate pudding. And then turn that on.
Why would you do that, Tom?
Because I said... So for like 2 weeks, I set up a really good set of programming for them all to watch, and literally no one showed up. So I was kind of mad at them for that.
So you said fuck it.
So I said fuck it, fuck them, fuck everything. And I'm like, well, we've had this club in our group of friends for a long time. Like, when I started classes there, one of our friends founded the anime club. And then they passed it down to another one of our friends, and then we passed it down to me. And really, like, none of our friends kind of expressed interest in taking over. So we're like, you know what? Let's just burn the club down. So that's exactly what I did.
Yeah. It's mine, and I can burn it down if I want to.
I made the final day, Queen's Blade, AMV Hell 0 and Divided by 0.
Jesus Christ.
And Gautaman, which is a anime about a girl who finds the fundoshi of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, and it turns her into a superhero. And she fights Darth Vader. I love anime.
Alright, that was so stupid it made me sneeze.
Yep. Oh, I also showed an episode of, oh, what the fuck was it called? It was done by the guy who made Lupin the Third, but it was Musashi Gundo. Musashi Gundo is possibly the cheapest anime ever made. Again, it was made by the guy who did Lupin the Third, so, you know, had a big name attached to it, but they had absolutely no fucking budget.
Right.
So, the show is, like, nearly impossible to find. I think they only